So welcome. Thank you so much for coming today. You're at Ecosia, which hopefully I know some of you already know. You've approached me about it because this is a search engine that plants trees. So basically we work like Google. It's a search engine. You can search for anything you want. But the difference is that we use our money, we use the profits to plant trees. So after giving people salaries, we plant trees with the rest of the money. We're planting trees all over the world, also in Brazil. So this is actually a really cool event for us, and it's always really great to learn more about what's going on in Brazil. We're also very much aware of the political situation in Brazil. We're writing about it, and we also have a Brazilian colleague who's here tonight as well with us. So it's also kind of emotional for us to host these kind of events. I'm very thankful to Alex for having suggested and for having asked to be hosted here. Before we even start, just know you can always go back, have some drinks, have some food. If you need anything, approach me. My name is Fatima. And other than that, I'm looking forward to learn more. As I said, we plant trees in Brazil. We're planting trees, though, in the former Atlantic rainforest. So that's the coast by the Atlantic. And we're not yet planting trees in the Amazon forest, or the former also Amazon forest. Hopefully maybe someday we'll also do it with Alex, but it is definitely something that we're also really interested in. And if you have any questions generally about Ecosia or you need anything, approach me, Fatima, and I'm really looking forward to this evening. I hope you're too. And it's so weird to hold this microphone in my hands. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Fatima. Thank you so much for hosting this event also. For us, it's really an honor to be here. And we have some more pillows here. If people want to sit on the floor, we have plenty of pillows, so there is more possibility to sit down. And actually what we will do tonight, we will do a presentation of different kind. I think all together it will take about, that's a bad place, I have to go there back and forth. We will do a presentation for about 1 hour, and then we go more into interaction. Also wir machen ungefähr 1 Stunde Präsentation und dann werden wir mehr ins Gespräch kommen. First, before I start the presentation, I want to introduce us a little bit. I am Alexandra Schwarz-Schilling. I founded Living Gaia, which is a holistic healing biotope. There is some places here on the floor in front, if you want to sit. And we are, this one is bad, please. Yeah, just put this away there. This is fine, just, I will just start here a little bit. So we are actually in central Brazil, which is north of Brasilia in the Chapada dos Veadeiros. It's where we started in 2011. We bought a 300-hectare piece of land, and we are building a holistic healing biotope there. But I will not talk about this much because I will explain today about a different project. This is the Chapada dos Veadeiros. This is how it started all. We started in 2011 with this project here in Alto Paradiso, and we are building a holistic healing biotope. So we are doing retreats, encontros with the Huni Queen and a lot of things. We want to do permaculture and water retention. But as I said, this is a different presentation. So just for you to know how did it all come about. And Living Gaia is the people of Living Gaia. This is me and my husband, who is not there yet. He should be here already. And I think he will come within the next, I don't know, you will definitely see him. And then it's our daughter, Yassi, which is here. Just say hello. And we have more, of course, more people involved. Another daughter of us lives there in Alto Paraíso, and I will go there on Monday again. And of course, there's lots of other people involved. But I want to talk tonight is the project that we started in the forest. This is Brasilia. From there you take a plane to Rio Branco, and from there you take a small plane to Jordão, which is, as you can see, in the state of Acre. This is the national state of Acre, and it's very close to the border of Peru, so it's really deep forest. And there you can see this is the place where our friends Batani and Bunke come from, and where we are, where they have sozusagen so-called indigenous land already demarked for them. And so you, from Rio Branco, you take this small plane, and then you go over a beautiful forest, hopefully. Some of it really looks still like this. And then you come to the small city of Jordão, which is a small city in the middle of the forest, and you can only reach by plane or by boat. And then from there, you take boats to, this is Jordão, and then you have two rivers, the Rio Tarhuaca and the River Jordão. And along, you see there's a lot of forest already gone. This is all farmland. And then further down here, where you see there is more forest, there is the indigenous territories where they live alongside in their villages. So now I will soon start with, this is also important. We founded a Verein, einen gemeinnützigen Verein for being able to collect donations in 2014. And this Verein was originally built to support cultural and environmental projects in the Amazon, especially in Acre with our friends, the Huni Queen. And I will explain what happened, at the end of last year. But first I want to introduce Batani and Bunke. Please come here, Batani and Bunke. Batani and Bunke, per favor, vem pra cá. Eu vou só falar de vocês pouquinho. Batani, neben mir, she is actually she was one of the two women who came to Living Gaia already in 2016 for the first encontro. She's a real pioneer woman, a very strong mother of 6 children. And the first one of the projects that we have already done from Living Gaia e.V. is collecting donations for buying a house for Batani and her children in Jordão for them have a place in the small city of Jordão, to have a place for the women to unite, to make their artwork, to become more independent, because it's very, very important also there in the communities to support the women more. And she's one of the women. We already successfully completed one project. And the other woman is Bunke. She lives in the Aldea Boa Vista, in the village Boa Vista, and she also has a lot of children, like they all have. And they will now, because they don't speak English, they don't speak German, actually they speak Hachaquin, which is their language, but they also speak Portuguese. And we will start the whole event with them singing a song. Agora queremos vocês fazendo canto. Vai fazer? Lá dentro. Pega.
Eu vou cantar, mas primeiro, depois ela vai cantar.
Vocês fazem como vocês.
Então, boa noite para todos.
Guten Abend alle.
Meu nome é Batani Runicuim, eu venho do Acre, da Amazônia, do Brasil.
Habt ihr alle verstanden? Todo mundo entende.
Eu vou cantar uma música, eu estou chegando aqui para eu pedir licença, primeira vez que eu estou aqui no Berlim. Aí eu vou cantar uma música para eu pedir licença, terras, trabalhos.
Sie wird ein Lied singen, sie ist zum ersten Mal hier in Berlin und sie wird jetzt ein Lied singen und sozusagen um Erlaubnis bitten, hier arbeiten zu dürfen. Also sie wird ihre Verbindung aufnehmen und ein Lied singen, um sozusagen für sich selbst die Erlaubnis zu bekommen, hier ihre Arbeit tun zu dürfen.
Haus. Hawa mơ cái ai chê chê Hawa mơ ma Hanu wa ino ba ne Ino ba ba ine Ino mơ hơ ma kê mơ này cô pam pam cái ai chê chê hawa mơ cái ai chê chê hawa mơ ma hanu wa cha ba ne cha ba bơi nè cha mơ nè cô kê mơ nè cô pam pam cái anh chê chê hawa mơ cái anh chê chê hawa mơ ma hanu wa shanu ba ne shanu ba bai ne mơ ne cô pam pam cái anh chê chê hawa mơ cái anh chê chê hawa mơ ma hanu wa isa ba bai ne isa mơ ne cô cái anh chê chê hawa mơ cái anh chê chê hawa mơ ma hanu wa ba de ba bai ne ba de mơ ne cô cái anh chê chê hawa mơ cái anh chê chê hawa mơ ma hanu wa o sơ ba bai ne o sơ mơ ne cô cái anh chê chê hawa mơ cái anh chê chê hawa mơ ma hanu wa bishi ba bai ne mơ ne cô pam pam cái anh chê chê hawa mơ cái anh chê chê hawa mơ ma Hanoa mai bane, mai ba bane, mane ko pampama kaya cheche. Hawa mawa kaya cheche, hawa ma ma. Hanoa hone bane, hone ba bane, hone mane koke kaya cheche. Hawa mawa kaya cheche, hawa ma. Hanoa ne wa bane, ni wa ba bane, ni wa ma ne ko wa kaya cheche.
Obrigado, muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. Pode sentar quando vocês querem. Ou quer fazer mais uma coisa?
Ela vai cantar uma música.
Tá, vamos fazer.
Essa música que eu cantei, eu pedi o força tudo da natureza. Sol, a estrela, vento, o rio, floresta, tudo que existe no mundo que a gente está pedindo essa força para nós trabalhar, a liberar os nossos trabalhos, o nosso caminho.
Was sie gesungen hat, ist ein Lied, das die Kräfte der Natur anruft und sie unterstützt, und zwar die Kräfte des Waldes, die Sonne, des Wassers, der Flüsse, des Landes. Alle Kräfte der Natur bittet sie dabei zu unterstützen, hier ihre Arbeit zu tun.
Agora o Bunku vai cantar uma música, a gente tem uma história que a gente atravessou um rio do outro lado, Caputauã, Pucani. A gente atravessou muito rio, a gente chegou aqui no muito longe, ela vai cantar.
Haus.
Tá bom assim? Tá tudo bem.
Então, eu vou apresentar meu nome primeiro. Meu nome, eu sou Mulheres Runicuim, Bunku e Nanê.
Ihr Name ist der einer Honigqueen-Frau Bunke.
Eu muito feliz também. Eu venho primeira vez aqui para conhecer cada de vocês também.
Sie ist auch sehr froh und freut sich sehr. Sie ist zum ersten Mal hier, euch alle kennenzulernen.
Estamos juntos aqui com vocês. Agora eu vou cantar uma música, a nossa tradição.
Und jetzt wird sie uns ein Lied singen aus ihrer Tradition.
Essa música é muito proteção também, porque eu estou conhecendo primeira vez, estamos junto com vocês. Por isso estou cantando essa música.
Sie singt diese Musik auch, weil sie das erste Mal mit uns jetzt zusammen ist und es ist auch ein Lied zum Schutz.
Haus. Haira. Baitana bakaba, bakabaro na baba, awabunu ashwa. ashura tarewa me pokatero ma haro poka inalo shawa ikabache bostera tambaile ho ho aye ho ho aye haira 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 baitana bakbo baitana bakbo bakboro naboma bakboro naboma Chashobana ashwa ashura tarewa mi pokatiruma hano poka inalo shawa ikabache bostera tambaine ho ho aye ho ho aye haira 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 baitana bakbo baitana bakbo yawabana ashwa ashura tarewa mi pokatiruma hano poka inano shawa ikabache bostera tambaine ho ho aye ho ho aye hu 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 haus haus haus
Muito obrigado, muito obrigado. Agora vamos continuar. Muito obrigado. Hash. E vamos fazer a apresentação depois. Vamos fazer mais. Mein Mann ist inzwischen auch da. Kommst du mal bitte nach vorne? Genau, wir können nämlich da hinten auch einen Platz freimachen. Genau. Und ich wollte euch auch noch Marie vorstellen. Dada und Marie, genau. Bevor wir dann gleich einsteigen, das ist Dada. Und das ist Marie. Mit Marie mache ich jetzt sozusagen, als Bolsonaro gewählt wurde und wir uns von der allerersten Schockstarre erholt haben, wurde relativ schnell klar, wir müssen was machen, weil, wie gesagt, wir sind sowieso ja schon mit Projekten mit den Honeyqueen sehr verbandelt und Marie ist auch schon seit vielen Jahren mit den Honeyqueen sehr verbandelt. Sie ist nämlich die Cousine von der Frau von dem Sohn von dem Stammeshäuptling. Und deswegen ist sie genau die Richtige. Jetzt mit Living Gaia e.V. das Projekt machen wir zusammen. Und Chana Banet ist auch natürlich ein Verwandter von den beiden und der Sohn des Stammeshäuptlings, der Honeyqueen vom Rio Jordão. Und Marie hat auch schon viele Monate im Wald verbracht. Vielleicht sagst du dazu kurz was. Ich muss jetzt hier weiter.
Okay. Ja, ich durfte schon in den Wald fahren und Familie besuchen. War einmal für 2 Monate und einmal für 3 Monate da. Habe auch Bunke und Batani dort schon kennengelernt. Batani war auch schon mit auf dem Encontro, wie Alexandra schon erzählt hat, wirklich eine der ersten Frauen, die sich rausgetraut hat. Und ich freue mich sehr, dass die beiden hier sind, dass sie den Mut auf sich genommen haben, hergekommen sind, unserer Einladung gefolgt sind. Wir sind vor 2 Jahren mit der halben Familie in den Wald gefahren und haben die Einladung angenommen. Jetzt sind das erste Mal 2 Cousinen hier und ja, ich freue mich sehr, dass ihr da seid. Hausch, hausch.
Vielen Dank. Genau, und jetzt fangen wir an mit 2 ganz relativ kurzen Videos. Hier machen wir nur 4 Minuten und dann machen wir noch ein anderes Video, 4 Minuten, damit ihr ein bisschen eine Idee bekommt, was jetzt in Brasilien gerade los ist. Und das ist, bevor man das erzählt, ist es doch hier...
Satire vom Feinsten. Reichweite NGB. Alle Folgen in der ZDF-Mediathek.
Der brasilianische Präsident Jair Bolsonaro beim 73. Jahrestag seiner ehemaligen Infanteriebrigade. Seit dem Ende der Militärdiktatur ist er der erste Soldat an der Macht. Wenige Wochen nach seiner Wahl im Oktober 2018 feiert der Fallschirmjäger mit seinen Kameraden.
Somos todos nós, forjados como aço na escola de paraquedistas. O nosso lema é Brasil acima de tudo.
Wie hat es Bolsonaro an die Macht geschafft? 3 ultrakonservative Kräfte Brasiliens stehen hinter ihm. Die Evangelikalen, das Militär und die Großgrundbesitzer. Die einflussreichsten Mächte Brasiliens haben sich zusammengeschlossen, um einen geeigneten Kandidaten und den Wunsch ihrer Wählerschaft nach Ordnung und Moral zufriedenzustellen.
Ein Soldat hat eine eiserne Faust. So viele Politiker haben überhaupt nichts erreicht. Das Militär hat damals gute Arbeit geleistet. Keine andere Regierung hat das in den letzten 15 Jahren geschafft. Dank ihnen wird sich jetzt alles ändern.
Brasilien über alle und Gott über alle.
Über alles.
Nein, Brasilien über alle.
Aber nein, über alles. Diesen Slogan Brasilien über alles haben wir Fallschirmjäger erfunden.
Das Militär hat die Gelegenheit genutzt, nicht wahr, Oberst?
Zufällig treffen wir den Bruder von Oberst Carlos Ustra. Dieser war ein berüchtigter und gefürchteter Folterer der Militärdiktatur.
Brasilien ist sehr konservativ, nicht rückschrittlich, sondern auf Werte bedacht.
Das Militär und die Evangelikalen teilen die Werte der Familie und der Sicherheit. Und sie befürworten den privaten Waffenbesitz. Gemeinsam wollen wir Brasilien verändern. Das Land hat einen ganz falschen Weg eingeschlagen. Mal sehen, ob wir das ändern können.
Der Sieg im Oktober 2018 von Jair Bolsonaro ist der Höhepunkt eines langen Marsches der konservativen Kräfte des Landes zur Macht.
Wenn Sie kein Erschießungskommando sind, beantworte ich gerne Fragen.
Das Militär und die evangelikalen, reaktionäre Protestanten haben ab jetzt großen Einfluss.
Welche Rolle spielen die Evangelikalen in Ihrer Regierung?
Sie sind sehr wichtig, nicht nur für mich, sondern für ganz Brasilien.
Und was wird aus den Nicht-Evangelikalen?
Das ist kein Problem. Was wollen wir alle? Unsere Kinder sollen es besser haben als wir. Die Schule ist ein Ausbildungsort, soll aber auch die Begriffe Staatsbürgerschaft und Patriotismus vermitteln. Die Schule sollte keine Geschlechterideologien unterrichten oder Aktivisten ausbilden.
Aber mehr als 65% der Bevölkerung sind arm. Werden Sie soziale Projekte weiterführen und neue schaffen, um den Brasilianern zu helfen?
Soziale Projekte sollten die Menschen nicht in einer Situation der Abhängigkeit halten, sondern aus der Armut befreien. Kein Brasilianer sollte vom Staat abhängig sein. Die Party ist vorbei. Wir werden alles verändern. Ich danke Ihnen.
Okay, das ist nur ein kleiner Eindruck, was jetzt sozusagen sich da abspielt gerade in Brasilien. Und dieses hier gibt jetzt...
Das kann gefährlich werden. Für die indigene Bevölkerung, für den Umweltschutz und für den Klimawandel. Bolsonaro will das Amazonasgebiet wirtschaftlich stärker nutzen, auch auf Kosten der indigenen Bevölkerung.
Reserva de indígenas. Todos nós somos favoráveis, mas não desta forma, essa imensidão toda.
Als eine seiner ersten Amtshandlungen hat Bolsonaro ausgerechnet eine Agrarlobbyistin dafür zuständig gemacht, die Schutzgebiete der indigenen Völker zu verwalten.
Bolsonaro hat hier vor allem eins angekündigt, dass er gar keine Umweltpolitik im engeren Sinne will. Er wünscht sich für das Land vor allem ein Wirtschaftswachstum, so wie er das versteht. Im Gebiet des Amazonas heißt das Ausweitung der Weideflächen, Ausweitung der Agrarflächen für den Anbau.
Mehr Fläche für die Landwirtschaft, das bedeutet, dass die indigene Bevölkerung vertrieben wird, um den Regenwald abzuholzen und Felder anzulegen. Die indigene Bevölkerung zu schützen, dürfte unter Bolsonaro noch schwieriger werden. Und schon jetzt ist Brasilien eines der tödlichsten Länder für Umweltschützerinnen und Umweltschützer.
Hoje a economia quase está dando certo apenas quase na questão do agronegócio. E eles estão sufocados por questões ambientais.
Damit könnte das lokale Umweltproblem Brasiliens zu einem globalen Problem für uns alle werden. Schon heute gehen ungefähr 10% der Treibhausgasemissionen auf die Zerstörung von Tropenwäldern zurück.
Brasilien ist ein großer Emittent von Treibhausgasemissionen, insbesondere durch die Abholzung im Amazonasgebiet. Und wenn Jair Bolsonaro tatsächlich das umsetzt, was er angekündigt hat, dann werden die Emissionen noch viel stärker steigen, so weit, dass die globalen Klimaschutzziele des Pariser Abkommens in Gefahr geraten.
Jedes 10. Lebewesen der Erde ist am Amazonas zu Hause und dort leben besonders viele bedrohte Tiere und Pflanzen. Auf dem Spiel steht aber auch das Weltklima und vor allem die Zukunft der Menschen, die am Amazonas leben. Seitdem Bolsonaro Brasilien regiert, sind sie mehr denn je in Gefahr.
Für die Situation und wie ernst die Situation jetzt schon ist, wird gleich noch...
Was wäre, wenn wir gesagt hätten,
Moment.
Nein, der Mensch wird nie zum Mond fliegen. Du kannst nicht laufen wie alle anderen. In einer Garage kann man keine Visionen bauen. Mit HIV kann man das Leben nicht mehr genießen.
Ja, das ist schon mal gut. Das brauchen wir ja jetzt auch nicht mehr. Also ich glaube, der spinnt jetzt gerade hier, der Laptop. Ja, ich komme aber gar nicht da runter. Ja, das müssten wir jetzt ausmachen.
Genau.
Das auch. Ja, jetzt so, genau. Und jetzt müssen wir das wieder anmachen. Ah ja, jetzt ist gefährlich. Jetzt hat er ein Problem.
Ich glaube, vielleicht nochmal neu starten. Also einmal.
Kannst du das einfach mal machen? Ja. Genau, ich erzähle einfach weiter in der Zeit. Die Präsentation bringst du einfach wieder in Gang. Genau, ist jetzt nämlich im Grunde Folgendes. Also erstmal die wichtigsten Sachen, die man zusammenfassen muss. The most important parts. Better English? Anybody doesn't speak German? Anybody doesn't speak English? Okay. So then, let me summarize the most important, let's say, and threatening acts that Bolsonaro did immediately. That is that he kind of split up the FUNAI, which is the authority for the indigenous people and territory, and he split them up in the way that he put the very important part of the FUNAI, who is responsible for the demarcation of the indigenous land, which is still in many cases anyway on hold, not yet finalized. He moved this part from the Ministry of Justice, where it was located, to the agricultural ministry. So obviously it is, for the future there will be no further demarcation. It's okay, I think I can do it now. Yes, this is we all had. And the rest of the FUNAI, which is also important for all kinds of matters for the indigenous people, he put to a new ministry of women, family, and human rights, which is controlled by an evangelical pastor, so priest. So it's so the FUNAI is more or less, they make it dead, and it is a very big threat to all indigenous communities and territories, as I said, because of it can be invaded easily now. And the next big thing that he did is that he promised that he thinks that they occupy too much land. We will see the territories actually that belong to the indigenous people is only 13% of the Amazon. And still he says this is too much of a territory, so they will open it for mining and agribusiness. So here we see, for example, IBAMA, which is a second very important authority for the environmental things. IBAMA is the one that will go behind illegal deforestation and things like that. So we can see already what's happening in 2019. Bolsonaro started to be to get in power in January, and we can see the drop in fines that were put on people who did illegal deforestation already dropped dramatically and will probably drop further. Next, which is also very dangerous. And another thing is that, for example, the inspections that are done by the IBAMA have dropped this year dramatically already. You can see the impact immediately of this new government. No, this is very important to understand. Things go very fast. And the next thing is that now IBAMA is forced to write on its website to announce in advance where and when they will do an operation. So it's obvious that they will not be successful because they have to declare in advance where they will go and check. So this is the real, so if you, the one thing is what they say, but the next thing is what they do and what they have done already in such a short amount of time. And it's also very dangerous for the IBAMA people now because anyway, Brazil has a high number of murders for environmentalists. It's a very dangerous job in Brazil. And now when they have to announce where they go and when, it becomes even more dangerous. So we can see that this is really terrible. And you can also see that IBAMA's intendants simply, they cut the whole agency in the way that they fired all the important leaders of IBAMA authority, which was a big authority throughout Brazil. And now it's more or less, simply it cannot work anymore. They simply do not put the people in place anymore. So it's going fast. And as a result, we can see that deforestation, this is 2018, this is the original, even there is still Mata Atlantica, which is more or less completely gone. But now they go into the Amazon. This is 2018, and we know that for now, only in this time. The deforestation is rising dramatically in these last months. This picture shows you the mining and individual prospecting requests on indigenous land as filed with the federal government. This is the requests they want to do research, and usually you can see that in the constitution there is a lot of protection of the indigenous territories, so you cannot simply go and take mines. That's what the constitution says. And here you see that all the yellow things is in indigenous territories. This is 13% of the Amazon. And inside these indigenous territories, the red are where they want to do mining. And now you see, this is the research request for all the mining, not only in the, just to give you an idea what we are expecting. This is the requests for minerals. So it also plans to authorize mining on indigenous areas, even though the constitution says you cannot do it like that, but they already pronounced that they will do it, and probably because legal mechanisms may be difficult, they will find like they will do it like Trump does it all the time. He will probably issue a presidential decree and simply do it. So this is what this is just about mining. There is not yet, I haven't even started yet talking about soya production or something like that. So this is the situation right now. In Acre, as you fly to Rio Branco, as we go there, I go there already for 6 years now, and I can see the deforestation is taking speed. On the way from Rio Branco to Jordan, you can always see that it's getting more and more and more. And this is, for example, a typical mining project. Then it looks like this. For cattle, it looks more or less like this. And this is the new governor of the state of Acre. And this is his Facebook page. He's doing a video, and he's calling agro-business, please come here, we have fantastic conditions, let's do more agro-business in the forest. So he's calling them to come, because things are growing so nicely in the Amazon. So this is the present situation. So we decided we have to do something about it, and we want to help our friends, the Honey Queen, who live in Acre. And now we will give a short sum up of the history of the Honey Queen. Willst du das übernehmen?
Also with Batani? Musst du aber übersetzen?
Ja.
Okay. Yeah, just that you understand where the Honey Queen are coming from, what ages they've gone through. Where they are now, they tell their history in 5 stages. So the time of the Indian Lodge before the contact. As you can see, they were living isolated before the contact, and maybe Batani can also say something about this. Batani, você falar antes
de contato.
Antes desse contato.
Primeira fase.
Pouco. Então, eu vou falar sobre antes de contato, mas eu sei um pouco história. Antes de contatos, os povos Runicuim, eles têm identidade deles e delas. O povo Runicuim, antes de contato, morava dentro das florestas, não sendo destruído de nada, só dentro das florestas mesmo que eles moravam, cuidando a cultura deles e delas e tradição. A tradição dos povos Runicuim tem próprias as comidas tradicional.
So the Huniquin, they lived before the contact, they lived deep in the forest, and they were not doing harm to anybody. They just lived with the nature, and they had their traditional food, and were living from the forest and with the forest.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long time did the boat? About 80 years ago. 80. It was relatively late because it's so close to Peru in the middle of the Amazon. Yes. And the time of the running chases was the first traumatic interference with the Nawa, the white or the other that are not Huniquin. They call them as Nawa. And this was a very traumatic contact. They were chased, some fled into Peru, are still uncontacted there. And it was very traumatic, and I think Batani can also say something about this.
Você pode falar pouquinho sobre essa época
Antes,
primeiro contato.
Primeiro contato. Os povos Runicuim encontraram o primeiro contratos. Os povos Runicuim, antes de contatos, usavam as nossas cultura de tradicional, as nossas roupas tradicionais, até hoje que nós estamos aqui vestidos. Mas depois do contato, começaram a vestir dos brancos, roupa delas. Agora nós estamos usando agora os roupas dos Nauá.
Wir haben immer aus unserer eigenen Baumwolle unsere eigenen Kleidung gewebt und haben diese traditionelle Kleidung, die ihr hier auch seht, haben wir an. Jetzt, seit es den Kontakt gibt, tragen wir durchaus auch Kleidung der Nawa, der Nicht-Huniquin-Menschen.
The age of captivity was, either you were working for the robber barons, as they call them, in semi-slavery, and it was very difficult for the Huniquin to keep up their traditions. They had to work, they were forced into artificial houses they do not use. They weren't allowed to do their traditions, their rituals. They weren't allowed to speak the language. They had to speak Portuguese. Some of them were also numbered like cattle. So, yeah. Eu não sei, Batani, você sabe tempo depois contato?
Essa época dos escravos.
Os povos Runicuim agora começaram a ficar em contato com o Nauá. Eles começaram a trabalhar, cortar seringas e comprar as coisas, essas do Nauá. Os povos Runicuim antigamente não tinham contato com o Nauá, não tinha isso, mas começaram a ficar em contato, começaram a trabalhar com o Nauá.
In dieser Zeit, at this time, they had to work for the Nawa. They were, as we can see, they were put into slavery. There is not so much information about this time, but there is some is there. If you are interested, there is some more we can provide.
Okay. Afterwards, I think between in the beginning of the 80s, were the time of rights. They had partly demarcation. There's still some land that is not demarcated yet because it's such, still a huge or difficult to reach. And they were just told if you have your land, you can have it back. If you still have your traditions, you can have it back if you still have it. So they were trying to reconnect with their wisdom, speaking their languages again. There's like a really nice video about the whole history where also the photos are from.
And of course, this is the time after the military dictatorship. So this is the time of the Constitution of Brazil, which also guaranteed the indigenous people the right for their own land. And this is exactly what was a big, like a freedom, like a liberty, like a really very enlightening and powerful stage for them. And exactly this stage is now threatened with the new government. Você quer falar também sobre essa época? Essa é a época da demarcação, vocês ganham possibilidade de ter sua terra, tudo isso. Mais paz.
Os povos Runicuim começaram a ganhar as nossas terras da Amazônia e da Brasília. Os povos Runicuim, eles têm sempre ele faz uma cerimônia deles no cantoria tradicional, rezando pelo mundo também.
This is also the possibility for them to bring their wisdom and their ceremonies and their knowledge and their songs to the world. So this is what has started and what is still continuing today. Today they receive visitors from all over the world, and they also go outside to share their knowledge and perspective.
Yeah, this is also what they call Jina Bena, a new era. And what Chana Bane, who's not here today, he was saying it's important for us to go out, to have a voice, to be heard outside Brazil and to get help because we won't make it alone. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, today?
Okay. Yes, today there are 5 counties with altogether 16,000 Huniquin in Peru, also in Brazil, in 12 different indigenous territories, and about 75 communities. And Bunke, Batani, Chanabane, the Huniquin tribe we are working with, is around 5,000 people around Jordão and the 2 rivers.
Yeah, that's the 2 rivers that we have seen in the beginning in these pictures. And now we come to this campaign we have started in November. As I said, coming out of this Schockstarre from the political situation, we were I was talking with Chanabane. We were actually at Hermannplatz at a protest demonstration. And afterwards, we were sitting in my living room and we were thinking, what can we do, what can we do? And then the idea really came rapidly. I think the best thing is to buy territory and to forest it again, to buy from the farmers back territory and give it to the Huniquin, so they because another very important information is that in the forest, you can now see from NASA pictures, wherever you have indigenous territories, there's no deforestation. They really keep the forest. They are the only ones who really keep the forest outside the territories that belong to the indigenous people. Everything is there, mining, soya, cattle. So it's for them. It secures them and it also secures the forest. So it's obviously that we have to work with the indigenous people to save the Amazon. So we had this idea of raising a campaign to buy forest. And actually we have the territory also came very rapidly, and it is here. Here's the city of Jordão. Here you have, here further down, you have the villages, and in the demarked indigenous reservation of the Huni Queen. And here along the Rio Tarapacá, you have parts of the land is bought by Sia Huni Queen, who is the father of Chanabane, who is the chief of the Huni Queen of this region. He won a prize 30 years ago, and from this money he got for this film prize, he bought territory already. He was already very fast-seeing and bought territory, which is here. And there is, alongside the Rio Tarapacá, and there where there is forest is the land he owns. I think it's a little bit further down also here, because you can see here all the deforestation. The land that he bought is totally forest, and there is 5 villages of the Huni Queen also settled already there. And the territory we want to buy now, Chanabane wants to buy now, it's further down here. We don't have an image of it. And it's next to this tribal land of his father. And it's a big piece of land. It's 14,000 hectares. And as you saw, it was very close to Peru. On the other side of the land is uncontacted people, because there is a lot of uncontacted people still there in this area. And they are very, very the most vulnerable people you can have on the planet, because if they get in touch with us or with Brazilians, with non-indigenous people, they have a big chance of falling sick and die, because they don't have the resistance to all of our bacteria and Keime, I don't know, all this. So we are dangerous for them. So now there is the land looks like this. You can see there is farmhouses. There is still forest, but there is also a lot of place for cattle. And we want to buy this land and plant forest to make it forest again. So to take some of this deforested land, because out of the grip of the farmers, and make it forest again and give it to the indigenous people. They not only give it, he already buys it himself. So this is the plan that we have kind of to also get out of our desperation to do something. So we started this project, and we already raised 58,000 euros. We already raised, and now we are we are going on and look for partners and funds, and we do a lot of crowdfunding also, and it's quite helpful. So every 10 euros is a help, and we also have it marked on betterplace.org. It's also you can donate either via betterplace.org or via our Living Gaia e.V. So this is what our project is all about, and this is now a little bit to show you where we are, you know, in how it looks there. And this is a very nice, I don't know if it will work. This is just to give you an idea about the life in the villages.
Hamalinkai mato shushawaki. Do you shibu mato shushawaki? Ni mato shushawaki. Ninkai da kan hati umaninkai. Hati do you shibu. Kayati sharabu. Ukaya waki shina kaya waki. Bei kaya waki. Nukuyura kaya waki. Ati nukaya waki kayutani. Nukai kayutani. Ma do you ninkai habati mato kaya waki kiri. Kaya waki kiri habati bu. Ninkai da kan. Hati yushibu sharabu. Mato kibuni. Hanki hati intane bei buki. Mato kibuni. Hati hini buki. Mato kibuni. Estou mandando mensagem pelo mundo,
eu estou querendo que eles se tenham consciente, né, com boa vivência, boa explicação, cuidando o nosso povo, para não fazer mal a ninguém, né? Vamos estar cuidando isso, somos amigos de todos, somos família, somos gente. Para de essa guerra, eu não quero essa guerra. Vamos estar todo mundo junto, na paz, alegria. Isso, meu coração, que eu estou mandando pelo mundo. Vamos estar juntando cada vez mais. Nós somos seres humanos, né? Somos irmão, irmã. Então, isso eu estou mandando pelo mundo aí, para todo mundo saber a minha experiência, que eu estou aqui falando Runicuim.
Perfect.
Tchau.
What can I say? It's all very moving, and us who are going there very often are very attached to what we encounter in the forest, and we really, I really will start to cry when I think about what's going to happen to all these people and all this beauty and all this wisdom also that they can share with us. And so I really, for us, it's most important to make people understand how urgent and how dangerous the situation really is. And when I talk to people, I often hear that they think that there are big organizations who will take care of the problem. And I will tell them, sorry, there are no big organizations. Nobody takes care of this problem, which also is because because Brazil was so well in taking care of the Amazon and the indigenous territories, no big organizations are rooted in the Amazon. So actually, when you try to find projects working in the Amazon, there are none. There's really very little people who have, for years already, done the connection and cleared the channels for international support also to reach. So it's really important that more projects start and that you kind of understand. For our example, our project is really a very implemented project together with the Huniquin themselves. It's not a project put upon them. It's something that is developed together with them. And I think we have to, and we kind of act like undercover. Actually, we act undercover. We are not visible as an international NGO, as little as we are, but that's what we are. So we are doing it in a way that also transferring the money, everything is really difficult, but we are doing it very, very personal with a lot of heart. And I hope that the Amazon will kind of reach your hearts and make everybody understand that we have to take care. If not we take care, nobody will do it. And we will, in 5 years, we will all be, oh my God, we should have done something before. So let's work on this together. Please spread the news, give the account, take flyers, buy things from the ladies. And this is what they do and what you can also see here. And this is how they do their the weavings and the clothing that they do. And yeah, that's it. So we are kind of done with the presentation. Thank you very much. And now it's time to share. Thank you. So any questions or remarks or questions to Batani and Bunke? Yeah.
Can anyone just go to Brazil and buy a piece of land? I'm sure there are some regulations.
Yes.
For people who aren't Brazilian.
Yes. Foreigners can only buy 90 hectares, but you cannot. It's all difficult. It's not like everything is difficult in Brazil. As for a foreigner to open an account, to whatever you want to do, it's not so easy. So you need good connections. In Brazil, you need connections. Otherwise, it's difficult. But theoretically, every foreigner can buy 90 hectares land, but it has to be only once. You cannot buy more than that. Yeah.
One question, but concern also was, is this the same for international corporations? I mean, if I am a big company, I make a deal with whatever agency, Ministry of Agriculture or whatever, say I bring in work, or what are the procedures there?
There's also procedures. Usually what they do, you have to have a Brazilian in your board. So you will. So you have to have some Brazilian inside your organization. So you have to. So you make a Strohmann, or you make a. You find ways to do it, but you have to have a Brazilian. You cannot do it all alone. No.
Another question to the two ladies. How do you work together with other tribes, indigenous people in your area? You said there are not really networks existing within Brazilian NGOs or the civil society organizations and international society organizations who take care about this subject, but are inside Brazil, are existing networks already, or how they cooperate, or is there something coming up?
There is an NGO. It's called ICB, Instituto Socioambiental, which is taking care of usually of the indigenous questions. But I will pass this question to Bunk and Batani. Ela está perguntando se tem redes, vocês estão trabalhando junto com outros tribos, você faz uma resistência junto, vocês são unificando para...
Nosso trabalho?
Não, esse para essa situação que tem agora.
Sim, a gente tem rede, muito artesanato que nós temos. A gente faz muito artesanato, o povo Runicuim trabalha muitos fazendo artesanatos, o nosso tradicional.
She said they have the networks they have is mostly for making their art and being able to sell it. So they have connections with people who come into the forest, for example, from Rio de Janeiro or Florianopolis, and take it and sell it, or they go and sell it. They are not yet used to do so much political work. Essa reunião você estava lá no Rio Branco? Você pode falar um pouquinho?
Também a gente fez Assembleia Geral, os direitos dos povos Runicuim, porque o Bolsonaro estava queria privar os povos Runicuim, ele queria destruir dentro das florestas, dentro da Amazônia, na nossa aldeia, de todos os terras indígenas, povos Runicuim. A gente falaram sobre isso, os povos Runicuim já têm FEPAC, essa não fazer isso, os povos Runicuim, porque os povos Runicuim têm direitos, todos esses povos Runicuim, porque eu tenho direito, os povos Runicuim têm cada tradicional, cuidando tradicionais. Os povos Runicuim não querem fazer isso, esses Bolsonaro fazendo destruir os nossos florestas, Nós estamos rezando para não fazer isso. Os povos runicuinhos não quero que fazer isso. Os povos runicuinhos que estão cuidando tradicional, os mais futuros.
Okay, that was a lot, but for example, they just came from a meeting in Rio Branco it was a meeting of the leaders of the people of the Huni-Queen, because the people of the Huni-Queen are already they are a lot of people and they are spread far out. So for them, the first step is to unite as Huni-Queen. This is the first idea, of course, they get, because how to reach to a tribe far, there is no connection. So what they do is they unite amongst each other and try to put themselves together and to make themselves strong in order to fight what is maybe coming, or to fight decisions made by the government. So in the stage they is uniting among the Huni-Queen. This is what they do. More questions? Yes.
Are you facing, as Living Gaia, as the organization, deep repression now after the change of the government? I can imagine that the work can't be easy under this political system. So I think that I have an idea that they're doing maybe research to see how much support is coming from outside and to just break the contact to the people who can give support to the Is it that? Or that's how I imagine the situation.
I didn't get the last part.
I mean, under this repression,
Yeah.
I can imagine it's also a hard way for the organization to just keep the helping, movement. That they are maybe trying, that's what I just imagining, to do research that they can have their power on this land.
We are not yet, I mean, the Huni-Queen we are talking to, which we are working with, they are not yet facing threats of invasion of their territory. So far it has not happened because there haven't been mining requests, which this would be most dangerous. But as the Huni-Queen of Jourdain, for example, they are growing. They are a lot of people now. I mean, they have been killed. A lot of them has been killed. A lot of them have fled to Peru or direction Peru, which are the so-called uncontacted today. A lot of them in this area are runaway Huni-Queen, who simply, when this connection started, when this Gerimperos started, they did not want to surrender, so they ran off to the forest, far direction to Peru. And these people are also mostly Huni-Queen, who are now on the other side of the rivers and so forth. So we don't know what kind of threat for them especially will come, but what we can surely see, they need more territories. They need more space. The territories are not very big, and as you see, as I see, every time I go from Jourdain to the villages, you see right and left from the rivers, you see more farms. You see more farmland, more farmland, more farmland, more farmland. So actually the wildlife, they have no more possibility to go hunting. It's simply, there is no more things to hunt. So they cannot live their traditional life. The traditional life was being nomadic. They did not stay in one place. When there was all forest, before they were contacted, they were moving people. They were moving around the forest. This has all stopped anyway, so they have to change their way of living anyway. They cannot live as they used to live. This is also important to understand, because lots of people are not aware. Just giving them some territory doesn't mean they can live their traditional lives. No, they cannot. Because around, it's all different. And the animals are not there anymore. So you cannot live from hunting. 5,000 people in this small territory. How are you going to survive? So they have to kind of move to a new way of living, which is for them sharing their traditions and knowledge with the outside world. So for example, make art, sell their art, go to the world, do ceremonies, invite foreigners. I think for them it's very important to have international contacts. It's very important that there is connection to the outside world. So this will definitely be a part of the protection necessary. So we are now just talking about the Huni Queen. Of course, there's lots of other tribes. There is even areas much worse than Acre, where we all know, for example, the Guarani, that were the tribe that is surrendered for much more time already, and they are suffering tremendously because their forest is gone. It's not there anymore. The Mata Atlantica, as you saw, it's gone, and they have no really place to be, or it's taken away again. So of course there is so many ethnias in Brazil, so many different indigenous people, and each of them has a special problem, you can say, or a special situation. Of course there is this tribe close to Belo Monte. More people know about this because there was this big project of Belo Monte which is causing a lot of distraction. So these ethnias are more in focus of international press, let's say. But what we are trying to do here is kind of prevention work, because it will happen anyway. It's just a question of time. The governor of Acre is already calling the people in. So it's just a question of time until their territory is also not safe anymore. Even though there is no immediate threat, it's just a question of time, because they will come. They will come because they build roads, and as they build roads, we all know, then it's going from the roads right to the left. It's going further, 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 and this process is continuously going on. It's speeding up now. It's really speeding up in a way I think we are not really aware what that means for them and for all of us also. Yeah.
You said that the region is situated very close to Peru. So I would like to know, what is the Peruvian government's attitude towards this problem, and how do they see the jungle development?
I'm not so, I don't know so well. I just know that Peru was a big problem also for a lot of indigenous peoples. That's why they a lot of these uncontacted people were in Peru, and because Peru was pushed them, they were running back into Brazil. They are threatened from all sides. Peru was not such from its government, it was not so well organized as Brazil. Brazil was the Musterkind for a long time, until, let's say, 2016, 15, before, and then it got worse, worse, and worse, because it was organized by the government itself. But in all these other countries, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, you have these big American organizations, Amazon Watch, you have Greenpeace, you have all these kind of international NGOs are already there because they have to look after these countries anyway. In Brazil, they are not rooted because it was not necessary. And now, when it's very necessary, they are not there and they are not connected. This is a big part of the problem, because it all takes time. You have to build relationships. It's something that needs trust. So it's a process. It's not something you can do like this. And it's also something, we are living in Berlin at a very high speed. There things are really going much slower. To make an NGO in the forest takes at least 2-3 years. It's not something you simply do. It's all very, how can I say, it's very different from what we are used here. And as I said, the big NGOs are not there. Yes.
So you mentioned that to buy land, right? You need to be Brazilian. You need someone who's Brazilian. And then how easy is then the land belongs to you, right? Like how easy is it for these people then to, if you own the land, to just go ahead and plant trees and do whatever you want on it? No, anyone who buys land there, who manages to buy the land there. Like say you guys are buying land, how easy, are there any restrictions on what you're allowed to do there? Can you just go ahead? Yeah.
We are not buying the land. Chanabane will buy the land.
Yeah. And how easy is it then to just then, are there any restrictions on what you're allowed to do on that land? Or once it belongs to you, there's really no control on it?
The land, what we have in focus is the land you have to, 30% of the land you may not use. For example, that's why there is still forest also there. They cannot make it all into cattle land. They have to keep some percentage of the land has to stay unused. This is, for example, it's not you can do whatever you want. Yeah, by Brazilian law. The Brazilian laws were used to be quite strict, and IBAMA was looking, going, taking, this is what I just said, this authority that is responsible for all this kind of stuff now is kind of, and but they were there, and they had a lot of power, in fact, and they kind of course, there's a lot of things also, but they were empowered by the constitution and the government, and for a long time they were in control of these things. And now, nobody will ever control. It might be still there, but who will control it? This is then the difficult part. You might have a law, but who will go there and control it? The IBAMA did. They had people there, really. I mean, we know because we met them. They go there for 3 months, far from Jordan. They go with the really off places to secure the land between Peru and Brazil, and to grab illegal traffic. So, as I said, usually you have there is laws, you cannot do anything. And there is indigenous land, and then there is protected areas, which has a different status. But as I said, this land now is not protected anymore. Nobody will go and look. So you need your private army to protect it. In fact. Nobody will help you. Anything more to say, or we just stop the official part and one more song?
Yes, please. But I have a question too.
Yes.
For Yes. I would like to know if they can give us a word or a prayer or something to look for. What can we do from here? If they have like a teaching for us, what we can do after we've met them.
Você tem para nós aqui palavra, was heißt denn Gebet? Prayer. What is prayer? Canto, uma coisa para nós que podemos fazer para vocês aqui.
Tem sim.
Tem, né?
Nós somos pouco tristes.
Agora todo mundo triste aqui.
Eu vou cantar mais uma música, eu vou rezar, conectando-os com todos com a natureza, rezando-os para todos o nosso corpo, o nosso coração, para sentir essas conexão, todos os nossos trabalhos. Vamos rezar.
Sie wird beten, sie wird ein Gebet sprechen für uns alle, dass wir alle zusammen diese Verbindung zur Natur verstärken, dass es uns beschützt und dass wir so zusammen in die Zukunft gehen können.
Yobe mana ebobo mana ebobo bata eskawatan kayawe kayawa ekeke Yobe mana ibobo mana ibobo bata eskawatan kayawe kayawa keke Yobe poke ibobo poke ibobo bata eskawatan kayawa keke Yobe shina ibobo shina ibobo bata eskawatan kayawe keke Yobe raya ibobo raya ibobo bata eskawatan kayawe keke Yobe kene ibobo kene ibobo bata eskawatan kayawe keke Haush.
Muito obrigado. Then, I think.
Ela vai cantar.
Bom
que ela vai cantar.
Bom que vai cantar. Bom que vai cantar.
House. Eu vou cantar essa música. Vamos alegriar todo mundo aqui, nossa pessoa das Alemanha, tantos na Brasília, na Amazônia.
Wir werden jetzt noch eine Musik singen, um uns alle zu erfreuen an der Verbindung auch zwischen hier und Brasilien.
Eu estou sentindo pouco triste também, porque questão dos Bolsonaro, não pode fazer isso. Nós, Unicuim, nós queremos trabalhar junto com vocês também.
Sie ist auch ein bisschen traurig natürlich über diese ganze Situation und sie möchte gerne mit uns allen zusammenarbeiten. Sie ist traurig wegen der Situation mit Bolsonaro und dass wir alle halt zusammenarbeiten müssen.
Nós queremos defender a nossas terras também, nós queremos comprar a terra também.
Und sie sind, and they are very happy about this project of buying land for them. They really want it.
Então eu vou cantar para defender isso.
So she will now sing to defend this, Honey Queen.
Nós sempre reza também na floresta.
Wir beten auch immer im Wald und für den Wald.
Haus, Haus. Sirin, 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 sirin. Puxare, 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 puxare. Ha, 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 ha. Haus, 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 haus. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Yoko shina mustena, shina mustena, na, mustena na kawata, na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Loko yura mustena, na, mustena na kawata, na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. No kokunu mustena, na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. No kuruvu mustena, na, mustena na kawata, na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. No kumbare mustena, na, mustena na kawata, na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Na, 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 ne, na, na, ne, 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 ne. Haus, 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 haus. Puxare, 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 puxare. Siri, 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 siri.
Haus. Muito obrigada. Yes, I'm also very moved, I have to say, even though with the project I'm daily in contact with all the news, and when they're singing and when I'm realizing they're here, I know what I'm working for. So thank you for making me realize that. And I know it's quite a bit heavy, this topic, but with the project, for me, I found out the more I'm active, the more I do, the better I feel. So if you're up for starting a benefit event for our project, we are more than happy. Check out our website for it. We also have other events with Bunke and Batani in Berlin this week and also next week that are maybe a little bit lighter from the topic, if you can blend this out. But on Thursday we are in Milastraße with a singing concert also, evening with pictures My cousin will also be there, and next week on Friday and Saturday we are at Forum Brasil at Möckernstraße, where we have different events. We are going to cook together, painting, like, yeah, a little bit more lighter. But thank you all for coming. And yes, at our website, at the flyer, you have like all the information. Yeah, we have quite some things planned with them to exchange. Yeah, and this is like one part on the political side, but yeah, the Huni Queen have a lot more to show and to say. Yes, thank you very much for joining. I'm very happy.
Yeah, thank you very much. And yes, please spread the word and help us. Help us make it possible and buy the land and plant the forest and support our friends, the Huni Queen. Thank you very much.